Hey, hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm joining you from vacation. We are up in Franklin, North Carolina, up on a mountain, sitting at about 4,000 feet elevation. And today has been an interesting day. We had big plans of heading to the mountains from seeing family down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming up to the mountains, we were going to go to a national forest way on the other side of the western part of North Carolina, make our way all throughout and go to all these places. Well, the Lord had different plans. We had rain in the forecast, and the rain was heavy, and it was throughout the whole day. And we knew that was coming, but then we had a night last night where one of us wasn't feeling good and couldn't make it quite through the night and couldn't get up and get going this morning. So everything in our plans has changed throughout the day. And all day we've just tried to remind ourselves, just enjoy it, relax, go with the flow, and have fun. And then we get here, check into our Airbnb where we're staying, and we get to experience the Smoky Mountains. If it hadn't been for the rain, I don't think the Smoky Mountains would be looking as good as they are tonight. We wouldn't be able to see the smoke rising out in the valley and over the tops of the hills and over the mountains behind us. And so what's so cool about it is to realize that through it all, God reminds us that He always has a plan. He always is with us in it and through it, and that we don't need to stress or worry along the way. Today it reminded me of the verse, Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. I've heard many people say, well, these were words to Israel. These were words that God had for them. How does this apply to us? Well, I believe that the same God who said these words to Israel is the same God who we can trust every day, who has a plan for our future and our hope just as well. Who encourages us to seek Him first in His righteousness and to not seek after all the things that this world throws at us, but to seek Him and to realize that He's going to take care of our needs. He's going to be with us throughout, and who reveals to us through His Word that He has a plan for us, a great plan that it's for our good, and it's ultimately for His glory, and it's going to bring us into that glory ourselves. And so it reminds me in so many ways that God has a plan for us still. Even though we might not be the people of Israel that Jeremiah was writing to, God's got a plan for us, and it is for our good, and it is for our future. But there's a key to these verses for Israel that still apply to us today. It's in verses 12 and 13. It says, Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. The key to being a part of God's plan is to realize that as we see His plans fulfilled, we recognize that He was the one that did it. We recognize that He was the one who was working through all of it. We recognize that He is the one who is waiting to hear from us and waiting for us to call out to Him. And when we do that, when we seek Him and pursue Him, we will find Him when we seek Him with all of our hearts. See, we can't just trust that God's got a plan, but then not trust the God whose plan we need to follow. That He has a plan for us, but He also has a relationship He wants to have with us. And He wants us to seek after Him wholeheartedly and draw in close to Him. Today, as you go through your day, meditate on these words, Jeremiah 29, verses 11 through 13, and see how God has a plan for you. And that plan is rooted in your relationship with Him that begins with Jesus Christ and the work He did on the cross, the resurrection that He had, and the way that He can bring new life to you each and every day. Hope you have a great one.